today I have a special guest, a model, one of LA's top models on here, That Girl Jayy. That Girl Jayy, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi everybody, I'm Jay. I model. I'm starting to act as well. And yeah.
That's nice. Okay, see, already something new. I didn't know you were starting to act.
Mhm.
Have you did some stuff lately? This is kind of off the questions I was going to normally ask you, but really quick, have you done anything lately in acting?
Unfortunately not much as I want to. I'm still trying to get myself out there. I've done a lot of background stuff in a couple of TV shows, but I haven't gotten the full like front cover yet. But I mean, it's all work in progress. I'm like introducing myself into with other actresses and actors and trying to like get myself in that little zone right there. I met a couple of people. Most of the advice that have been given to me is like going to acting school and things like that. So we're doing my research on acting school at the moment, starting to read more so I can understand like how to remember lines and things like that. So right now I'm in more of the practicing to be or like creating my craft, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And that's a good thing. It's always good to do the research and get a little of the training in there. That natural rawness, though, is something that comes automatically, though. And you'll see that once you get behind the camera. And the reason it
Yes.
gave me so much excitement is because what you don't know is I'm back into the filming. I have filmed many years ago, put out a feature film, actually a couple of feature films, but I took
Oh.
a good break to rebrand myself,
Mm-hmm.
get a whole new network. And so I just recently signed Deja Breedlove as my lead actress for
Okay.
for four different things that we have planned. And so I'm gonna have her contact you because I put her in charge of the casting. So because we're casting around her, all the stories are pretty much based around a woman. So they're different type of stories, but they're based around a woman. So she's the lead, and she's gonna fill it up for us and just get people that
Okay.
work with her. So let's
That's
go.
cool.
Cool. So yeah, let's talk about your modeling real quick. What made you want to become a model?
Honestly, my cousin texted me one day. She was like, "You need to start modeling," and I was just like, "Okay." And ever since then, I didn't start right away after she texted me that. But I've always been like very photogenic, very like in front of the camera type of girly, and really into like fashion and expressing myself through the clothes as well. Because I feel like that's like how modeling is. Like you're not just showing off yourself; you're trying to show off the product you're wearing. You're trying to make sure that outfit is alive, that people notice what you're wearing. So I've always been kind of into that, but what really got me into modeling, funny story is I met this guy on a dating app and I noticed he was like modeling and stuff like that. And so
Uh-huh.
like I asked him, I was like, okay, like do you have any advice? How can I get started? And honestly, it's because of him I even really started. Like he put me into the group chats. He started sending me all these castings and ever since then, like from that day, I've been modeling.
And you know what? I see you on Instagram dropping your posts like almost daily. You serious about that modeling, like, and you do firework. I mean, I got
Thank
to shoot you,
you.
and you were one of my most like the most happiest moments I got out of shooting a model recently was with you because everything that we did came out fire. Like every shot was fire to me. I think we
Thank
did
you.
like two different photo shoots and
Mm-hmm.
probably several outfits in there, but I was like, that girl good. Like, so I'm glad that that guy linked you in, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
good
I
eye
give
for
him his
talent.
credits every time when credit is due. I'm like, you're honestly the reason I even started because I did not know where to start from. Like, I did have some homegirls that were like modeling here and there, and I would ask them, but they really wasn't trying to give me the sauce. And I was like, okay, well, I just got to figure out this myself. But then I met him, and he was like, I got you.
That's awesome. Now, how is it growing up in South Central? And then how has that shaped, your style for, fashion and your confidence?
Growing up in South Central is it's cool. I mean, it definitely builds character. Like, I grew up on the borderline of two different hoods,
Okay.
so it builds confidence, character, and it's another word I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of it. But it's just it doesn't it improved me to not be afraid to take that leap. You know, like
Mm.
if I could roam around in the streets over here, why can't I roam on a runway? You feel me? So don't know. It's just always like I was always the type of person like walking down the streets of South Central LA. Like that's just bold right there sometimes, especially like kind of back then. Like that's just like you never know what can happen. Like it's been some situations I've been in growing up, unfortunately, but I felt like that taught me like street smarts, how to really live, and like it built character. Like when I go to these modeling events, like I know I'm gonna kill it. Like I know I'm gonna do good. And it's because of like where I came from, I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm from Compton, so I know pride comes real strong
So
with
hey,
people
you
from the
you
town.
feel me?
For real. Now, you went to a BCU. What school was that? And tell me this, like, what type of thing that you miss most from the school?
So I went to an HBCU, but yes, it
Oh,
was
okay. There we go.
BCU. But
Yeah.
you had it right because it was BCU. Bethune-Cookman University in Daytona Beach, Florida is where I went and
Okay.
graduated. And what was your question?
What's a tradition that you miss the most?
Um, I guess being very in tune with your culture there. Being
Mm,
at a historical black college, it definitely teaches you about different cultures, different ethics, different communities. Just having going on a quad and it's always like some type of cultural event going on. I guess I kind of miss that. Like I know that happens in Landmark Park, but not as often as it used to now because it's all gated over there and the police
yeah.
don't like nothing going on over there now. So just the culture of seeing just everybody come together. Like we had people serving Jamaican food, we had people serving Haitian food. It was just that I like that community a lot.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like a great thing to experience too. Honestly, I teach and I think that most young black people should at least look into doing an HBCU if they can
Mm-hmm.
get in there because it does the people I've met that's gone to those schools have a very dynamic way of how they are,
Mm-hmm.
and it's positive for our people, I think that it really helps us out. So, kudos to you for making that move for yourself and graduated too. That's fire.
Yes.
You know, now, you're a military girl or woman, so military woman.
Bringing that
You know,
up.
how do you balance the discipline of, the military with your creativity and fashion?
I'm still learning how to balance it for real because being in the position I am in the military, it definitely like I don't express myself boldly as much as a lot of people do because I don't want that to mix with my career. Like, oh man, I saw you did it. No, you did not see me. That wasn't me. That was my twin sister. Um, but it doesn't hold me back from my creativeness, as that makes sense, because I'm still able to express my like through fashion, through like if you see my photo shoots, how I try to incorporate different things, I'm still able to do that. And honestly, sometimes the military actually does help me a little bit when it comes to that creative mindset because I'm like, what if I combine this and this? Because who would have ever thought of that?
Yo, that's the trip because that was going to be my next question. That if you could design a military uniform with a high fashion twist, what would it look like?
I've thought of some. I've thought of some a lot. It would look not related to fatigue because I definitely don't ever want to see anybody walking around in no military uniforms or
Right?
trying
I
to like,
understand that.
because I feel like that's a little disrespectful. We're gonna have to put a pause on that one. So when I do see people walking around in camos, and I'm like,
You ain't put in the work for that.
we gotta do something different. But
Right, right.
I thought of like it's things I've seen like little patches or something like that, or even like for the ones who have some different things that can express fashionist out of it. So like maybe like this long, beautiful gown with like different memoriams to somebody who have served or something like that. I've thought of a couple of things, even for the men, but a lot of things I've thought of have been created.
Mm.
But I'm trying to figure out how to put my twist to it, if that makes sense.
Okay, I know you will. When the time is right, it'll just be like, ding.
It'll come to mind one day because I don't want it to be too flashy, and I don't want it to be too military, but I definitely want to combine the two to where it's not too much.
Right, right. I feel that. Now you do a lot of fashion shows, so let me ask you this. If your runway walk had a theme song, what would the song be and why?
Hey, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I mean, knowing me, I'll do something by Nipsey Hussle, either dedication, because dedication, hard work plus patience. The summer of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you I wasn't playing. Now
Yeah,
you hear what I've been saying. Dedicated, because I'm dedicated to my passion, you know?
yeah, that's a great answer.
So I think it would be that song.
Okay, so you'll be walking to the beat pretty much.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
would
chin up.
be. But I feel like the beat still can work for me to walk down. I just got to test it out one day.
Hey, you should do that. Okay, now, what's the most unexpected or funny thing that has ever happened to you during a fashion show?
Unexpected or funny? Unexpected is, I guess, when I first started modeling and being at those fashion shows, I guess, honestly, being picked by certain designers
Mm,
because I felt like they were just going for a certain look and a certain stature, and I didn't meet that. So when they did pick me and wanted me to walk in their stuff, it was a shock to me, um, but it was a joyful moment because I'm like, oh, you want me?
yeah,
Um, those were sometimes that was very unexpected for me when I first started, but now I know what I could bring to the table. So now it's
right.
not that unexpected.
Now you're like, right here. You already know who to look for.
I won't disappoint you.
Yeah, I feel that. Now, if you could swap your a wardrobe with any celebrity for a week, who would it be?
Tiana Taylor, I feel like I feel like we match each other so well when it comes to like how I want to dress and how I want to express myself. And like she can just switch it from like that tomboy to that girly girl. And I feel like I already do that now, but I feel like she got more things that I would like to have in my closet. So Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, I hear, I see that. She does dress pretty fly. I can say that.
She dressed fly.
Yeah,
Okay, and the body too. I want the body too. So I need it to come with the body.
man. Well, you pretty tight though. So I mean, like you working out all the
But
time.
you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on her.
All the abs, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Now, if you could do a photo shoot anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Either Dubai
Dubai?
or Bora Bora.
Oh, okay, nice. Bora Bora.
Either of those two spots.
Okay, you have a spot like an area that you have in mind or a view
Anywhere.
anywhere?
Anywhere. Even honestly, even like Greece.
Oh, Greece, yeah,
Those the towers they have out there
yeah.
will
I like
probably be the
high
spots for
fashion.
those. I don't have a spot for Bora Bora Dubai. Probably in the sand for Dubai, but
Hmm.
I feel like with a on a camel, yeah,
Yeah,
probably
that
that.
that's dope. Now I'm really good at the media stuff, so I can AI you on the camel whenever you're ready.
All right, whenever you're ready to do that, let me know.
Right. Okay, now in 10 years, do you see yourself more on the runway or behind the camera or leading like your own brand?
That is a great question. In 10 years, honestly, how I live my life, I live it in the now.
Mm,
So I never thought like, where do I see myself in the future? Everything that's happening now, I would have never expected that to even happen. Like you said, the military. Me graduating college to now, never planned it, never expected anything that has happened to me.
hmm.
So I live life by the now. So whatever I'm doing now and whatever I'm doing tomorrow, I don't know what I have planned for tomorrow, what ideas I may come up with tomorrow. I just live in the now. I don't know where I will be in 10 years because I never even knew I was going to graduate college.
Yeah, okay. I see you right there.
So I never even knew I was going to work with the job I had after college. I never knew I was going to join the military. I never knew I was going to even start modeling. So I live in the now.
Well, you
Well,
have this really strong positive personality, um, very decisive, so I could see that good things just find its way to you. You're like magnetic to that for yourself.
I can say I have been very blessed, very blessed. And I thank the Lord every day for everything I have accomplished and I have been through because everything I've been through has been a teaching moment or a lesson learned. I like anything that I've been through, like even though it's been probably traumatic, traumatizing, it was also a lesson learned, and I feel like I grew from it. So I feel pretty blessed, pretty positive. You know, I wake up every day breathing. A lot of people don't. So
True.
you always got to say thank you for no matter what you've been through. You just got to say thank you.
Yep, every day. Now, what is your biggest accomplishment that you've had with your career so far
In modeling or in life,
in modeling? Have you been published in any magazines yet?
I have like four
Okay.
times.
4 times. Covers.
I made a cover.
That's big. Nice. Have you been like you know how at the end of the modeling fashion show they walk out with the model like she the man.
Hmm.
Have you been in that one?
Yeah, I've been that.
Oh, did girl, you just ain't
I
remembering.
don't know. I just feel like I haven't made it to where I want to make it to yet, or at least where I feel like would be a big accomplishment yet.
Got you.
Um, I did go to New York for the first time in my life, and I did walk a runway out there as well. And I've always wanted to go to New York, and I've never been to New York. So the fact that my first time going to New York was to walk in a fashion show. Well, honestly, it wasn't even to walk in a fashion show. It was to see the fashion life. And
Mhm.
I got off the train. I was walking down the street, and a designer who I worked for in LA saw me and asked me, "Was I walking in the show?" And I said, "No, but I can be." And I ended up walking for her and somebody else at this show. So I guess my accomplishment was finally being able to travel to New York, and not only being able to travel to New York, but also walking in the fashion show in New York.
Nice. And New York Fashion Week is big too. So you just kind of like came up like that. That's another moment of you just not know what's gonna happen and then something great comes.
I live in the now. Like whatever
Right.
God has planned for me, I am ready. I feel like He's going to like I've had these thoughts, and I feel like He's going to attack one of these thoughts one day. I just got to be patient. I'm working, of course, doing my work to get towards it, but I know I just got to be patient. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Nice. Now we've done shoots before, but let's say if we did a really fun shoot, what is the wildest concept you think you could come up for me to try out?
Me in the air.
In the air, explain that one.
So like it's almost like me kind of skydiving, but not skydiving, but like going towards the camera, but like in different outfits.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
like
That so I would need a drone for that. You gonna be up there
yeah.
like get and it gotta be good. I'll have to hire a drone operator for that one.
And then like it's another one like where I'm afraid of heights, but like I've always imagined me taking a photo like on top of like a skyscraper or something with the city behind me, or like on top of top of a light pole or something with like the cars and stuff behind me and the city down there or something like that. But I'm scared of heights, and I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
Oh, well, we never know.
We never know.
Now, what's one look or pose you've done that you know could stop traffic since we're talking about cars moving fast?
I've done a lot of looks and poses, but that can stop traffic. Definitely would have probably been like a recent shoot I just did. And I was basically like in this lace outfit, covered up, of course. Like it had like a lace skirt, a lace tight, and like a lace two top to it. And then a lot of the poses I was hitting were like very crafty. Like I was angled. I look very flexible, and I'm not that flexible anymore. So I think that would have stopped traffic and had everybody all eyes on me for sure.
Okay. You so you don't do you have like a you ever seen that model movie Zoolander? You have little look. Well, you're doing it right there. That's the Zoolander right. You've been busting that the whole interview. Wow. Okay, so you're an Aries now.
I
You're
am
known for being,
proud.
yeah.
Huh?
I said you're an Aries. You're known for being bold. What is the boldest move you ever made? On or off the runway?
The boldest move I've ever made on or off the runway. On the runway, they wanted me to do a split at the end, and I did a split. That's
Oh,
pretty
you
bold.
did. You did
I did
it.
the split. It hurt, but I did it. Off the runway, the boldest thing I've ever done, honestly, is just talking to people. So I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm an Aries, so sometimes I like people, sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. So me just going up to a person and talking to them is pretty bold for me.
Yeah, that fire sign, boy, we gotta watch out for y'all. I know I have good experience with one myself.
Yeah.
Now, what would you tell a model who wants to give up?
Honestly, I've been in the same position where I just wanted to give up. I felt like I was stuck. I still kind of sometimes do feel like I'm stuck in the same position over and over. But the one thing I remind myself is you just never know what's in store for you. You
Hmm.
could have gave up yesterday, but you never know. You would not have been here today, you know? So I say don't ever give up in yourself. Keep going, keep trying. Don't let those no's, because sometimes those no's will turn into yeses. Don't give up until you know it's your time for real. Like you got a broken limb and cannot continue. Until you have something hanging off your body, keep going. Don't ever stop.
Hey, that's great advice. Now, story time.
Story time.
What's the craziest thing that you've ever experienced in the modeling industry?
I I haven't experienced a crazy thing. I don't think I experienced a crazy thing in the model industry, but I have in me trying my acting industry.
Oh, explain that to me.
So recently I was walking down the street. Hey, hey. Okay, sorry. I was walking down the street and this guy approached me, basically, introducing himself, saying he was like in film, acting, like however, do I want to pursue acting and things like that. I'm like, yeah, how did you know? No, I didn't say how did you know. I was like, yeah, I'm interested in acting just to see what he's gonna deliver. And basically I think he was trying to recruit me for a
What?
mm-hmm.
Well,
And
what made you think that? Was it like something he said or his vibe, how he was dressed?
yes, vibe, what he said. So it's definitely hard to be a woman. It's hard to be a man too. But basically I was walking down the street, he approached me, and the way he was already talking kind of felt like off a little bit. So
Yeah.
he was like, I'm in the film industry. Have you ever pursued acting? I have this movie I'm trying to produce, and I want you to be my lead actress. Not knowing nothing about me, not knowing what skills I have, nothing. I want you to be my lead actress. I'm like, okay, can you just tell me more about the movie? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you more about the movie. Basically, you're gonna be playing my wife, and you gotta just make sure you can act passionately. And I was like, passionately? What are you talking about? He was like, because we're gonna be doing like a lot of kissing and stuff. I said, oh, I don't know you from Candy Paint.
Right.
And I'm like, okay,
He's
so
leading with that. He's leading with not like,
yeah.
are you a
And
great
then, but
actor?
not only that, he was like, you're gonna be my future wife. I said, whoa, pump the brakes. I said, first of all, you approached me basically saying you want me to have a camera and be a passionate lover. That's not gonna happen. And then he was like, because you gotta really sell it, so we gotta really do it. I said, oh, I'm not selling anything. And then you switching the script and you want me to be your actual future wife. So I know you're into me, you like me, and you want me. Um, I was just like, yeah, very creepy, very not my style. And then he hits me up talking about like, you ready to make some money? I'm like, for what? He's like, you gonna film the movie tonight? Mind you, it's like midnight. I'm
Hmm.
like, we're gonna film the movie. How? Like you got he's like, I own the film production, so don't worry about all that. No, I'm worried about it. Like they
Yeah.
finna come tonight. Like, what's the script? I didn't get no what's the background, nothing. Like all I hear is that you want me to be passionate lover in this movie. I
Yeah.
was like, if it's a no, just say that.
Yeah. That's I could see why your flags was raised on that because, everything he did was just totally offline. I wouldn't even, I'm like, yo, here's the script. Send me a reel. I'm already gonna have actors. Can I blend you with them or not? Like it's a lot of things involved before you actually do it. And then, scheduling is important because when you're spending money and things like that, you want to make sure everything's on point. And to just be on some like calling like let's do it right now stuff is very unprofessional. You do not want to jump into unprofessional at the beginning of your career because you can be stuck. that way.
Exactly. And that's how I feel like I'm already kind of stuck in my modeling career. So I'm like, with acting, I'm trying to do a different path to for that. Like I'm actually trying to like be an actual actress, like
Yeah.
be in things that are already like either already out or already developed, but like actual stuff that's not on YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, taking the proper steps to make it a real career out of it.
And I'm not about to start off my career and being a passionate lover.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Now, your skin is really it glows, and so do you have some type of secret, or is this just like your pure black girl magic?
Pure black girl magic.
Okay, just like
Pure
glee.
black girl magic. I lotion, I don't know. Pure black girl magic.
Hmm. And on that, like, what are your thoughts on being a dark skinned model, and does it really affect you in any kind of way when you're getting booked or trying to get booked in auditions for modeling or acting?
When it comes to the bigger shows, and bigger production, I feel like it does kind of have an effect to it because they're looking for like tall European, which, everyone has a preference. I understand. I don't take a disgrace at it. And plus, I'm not only am I like dark skin, I'm also short. Like, I'm not that tall. So I'm like a double whammy. I'm black and I'm short. I'm petite. I have a petite body, but
Right.
I just don't got the height, and I definitely don't have the skin color that they're trying to match sometimes. And then it helps me and it hurts me at the same time. Like some designers I work with, they're like, "No, I need curvy women. I need like you. I need curvy women like you." I'm like, "Oh, she likes me." And like some designers do try to put most of the black women because they need curvy women and just different type of body shapes like we have. Um, so it's a roller coaster when it comes to that. It is a roller coaster.
Hmm. Do you ever feel that when it's you and say another black model, do you ever feel like it's like pushed as a competition amongst you to get it, or do you feel like you guys push each other like very like strongly, like, yo girl, if you get it, I got it. Let that we in there.
Right. I mean, I feel like with me, I'm a team player. Like, if one of us get it, then I'm happy because black women are going to be displayed, if one of us get it. Now, I feel like in some places, some black women can be like, okay, like, I got to outshine you, which is fine. But at the end of the day, I'm here supporting you. I'm a woman, I'm a girl's girl. And like, I know we all want to make it. And I know some can bring, some can't. And at the end of the day, if she makes it, I'm happy for her. Like, and if I don't make it, it's cool. We got one.
Yeah. But that's the confidence in you right there that makes you have that type of attitude and personality. And then you kind of did say earlier that things do come to you, and you don't really look off that far. But I do have this question: what is a dream that you're chasing right now that kind of scares you a little bit?
Acting.
Okay.
Um, and just like kind of getting known too. Because there's a lot of crazy people out there in the world, and I be seeing like celebrities being stalked. People coming after these celebrities. Like I forgot who it was I was reading on. Like she was like found deceased because her friend wasn't getting the attention that she wanted or he wanted or something like that.
That was something
Yeah.
recent, right?
I don't. It may have been recent, but this was like a story I was reading from a while back.
Okay.
But it may have been a recent one too. I don't know. These people are crazy. So that's the biggest fear is just like having those stalkers and delulu people around me that are delusional. Like I don't know you from a can of paint. You don't know me from a can of paint.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that right there. So being a girl, and I have two daughters, so I'm always like on them about, being aware and things like that. So it's good that you have that mentality.
Yeah, I feel like once I tell people like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the military," they be like, "Ooh, I'm scared of you. Please be
Because they
scared of
know,
me.
'cause they know you like actually trained
Be
with
scared of
that.
me."
Yeah, you train with that. Peep,
And they be
pop
like, "Oh,
out.
she from LA. She from South Central. Yes,
Right. Another double whammy right there.
another double whammy."
Exactly. Now, if you could go back to the past, like you had a time machine and you could fly
Mhm.
back to the past to your young self, little girl Jay, what would you tell yourself that you know will help you today?
Maybe I would have started earlier in my career, earlier, at a younger age, gave myself, because I did kind of start a little bit, but I didn't take it serious. So I definitely probably would have just kept going because you will be that girl. You will be that girl, Jay. So I probably would have. I started modeling really like one of my friends actually just showed me this picture. He wanted me to model his clothes once upon a time ago, and this was probably like my sophomore year of high school. And he was actually the one that being like start telling me to get into modeling. He actually models as well too, and he acts like he's been in a couple of TV shows in the second and the third. So he's actually the first person that really saw me, and I feel like from that time I should have took advantage of it and kept going.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's good. And you know what? We all see you now.
Yeah,
All see you now. You that girl.
I
That's
had to, I had
that's
to
your
just
name.
learn. I had to just go through some experiences.
That's called growth right there. Now, this has been a great interview. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the floor open up to you for you to go ahead and tell everybody how they could get in contact with you, how they could see your stuff or whatever you want. Anybody you want to give shouts out to, the floor is yours.
Shout out to the Lord, my Savior Jesus Christ Himself, because without Him, I would not be where I am or who I am. Shout out to my mama because she's the one that created this magic. I guess my dad had a little help in that too. Um, but you can find me on Instagram at Shaded J SHADEDJAYY. I'm also on TikTok at JPay15, I think. Yeah, I think I'm JPay15. Or maybe that's my Cash App. Let me hold on. I mean,
Oh
you can
shoot,
you can find me on that too.
I'm leaving that.
Oh yeah, my Cash App. No, it's JPay JAYYPAY7. That's my TikTok. Yeah, those are my two biggest platforms that I'm always actively on. So follow, like, share, and support.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make sure that I put all of your information into into the description on the YouTube, and everybody make sure you do that. Follow, like, and support. Give her some little comments in there. Tell her what's up. Like and check her out on her page. This girl is killing it in the modeling game, and she's about to be killing in the acting game too. Jay's been my pleasure.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
shout out to you.
Oh,
I hope you're on this side because you're on this side of my computer. Shout out to you for even giving me this opportunity and believing in me and seeing me because I do appreciate that. You are one of the first photographers like I met when I first started. So I appreciate you for seeing me. Thank you.
hey, my pleasure. All right, everybody. Well, till next time, deuces. Tune in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Keep them comments coming too. Have questions for me to ask on the next episode.